everybody, welcome back. In case you're wondering why we have a box of tissues tonight, because they weren't on the list of things you need.
So tonight's going to be our last night that we meet online, which I'm really sad about, but super excited because that means that we're meeting in person next week.
Yeah, after a long 4 or 5-ish months of meeting online, we finally get to see you guys in person again. We won't be meeting together. We're sending out an invitation to your parents, but we will be meeting in small groups, and you'll be able to see everyone through Zoom. So we decided tonight, instead of continuing with our LP Summer Olympic Games, we wanted to pick one from each of the different games or different
genres.
Yeah, that we've played over these last couple months. We're going to play one of our favorite games from Minute to Win It, one of our favorite games from Family Fear Factor, and one of our favorite games from our LP Summer Olympic Games. So for our first game, we're going to play a Minute to Win It favorite, and Charity's going to explain it for us.
So we tried to find games that weren't so messy for you guys to do, because apparently that's an issue. Yes. So I decided to go with my favorite thing in the whole world, cereal. We're going to do the stacking game. So we have a minute to stack as many of these cereals as you can. We're using some Square Cinnamon Toast
Crunch.
Yes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal squares instead of Cheerios because they're so good. I'm just going to eat them after. Hopefully you washed your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty easy. Just stack them up. And after the minute, whoever has the most stacked is going to be the winner of this game.
So you guys can use Fruit Loops, whatever you have. These actually look simple, but not all of them are flat squares, so
it's a trick.
I think it's going to be difficult, but you can't start with one.
Right. Here.
Just trying to cheat. Okay, Charity's going to set a 1-minute timer, and don't forget, you have 1 minute to win it.
And go. Ooh, I grabbed the wrong one already.
For the bottom one?
Yeah, but it's okay. It's a good base. I'm all about that base.
Oh, I don't like these ones with bubbles.
I know, I try to eat some. I think I'm winning. Just kidding, Abby's winning. Oh my gosh, I almost dropped it.
Oh!
Oh!
Party
snapped. Okay, man, these are so good. Try not to eat the game pieces, kids. I'm really talking to myself, but you know. Some people have a hard time controlling themselves. Okay, we got about 20 seconds left. No pressure. Okay, now my hands are shaking. Okay. It's feng shui.
My hands
are shaking?
Well, my fingers are full of sugar.
Okay, 10 minutes. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. I'll just wait here. I'm so jacked. Okay, stop. Okay, sweet. I won that one. So, for our next game, Abby's going to explain this one. I'm sure you guys remember it.
So you can put your cereal away.
This
one is one of our favorites. Well, my favorite because, I won this one when we played it the first time. But this game, I don't remember what it was called. Something. Icy Hot? I don't know. I just made that up. But this game, you guys probably remember, we stuck one hand in. We told you could stick your foot in, you could stick your head in, you could do whatever you crazy kids want to do. But we stuck our hand in, and it may seem simple, but it actually hurts pretty bad.
If you guys remember.
So, this one's not timed. It's whoever takes their hand out first.
If you're playing by yourself, though, you can go as long as you can.
Yeah. Or play against us, because ours probably won't be in there very long.
I'm going to do my elbow. No, that's too weird. Too weird.
Yeah. We both got to do the same hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Ready?
Is fear a factor for you?
Fear is not a factor for me this time. You're going down.
Here we go. Set. Go.
You forget how cold it is. Okay. Just don't think about it. Don't think about it. Stop thinking about it. If you don't move your hand, you kind of forget that you're in the water. So you don't forget. Kind of forget.
You don't even look like you're in pain.
It hurts.
And it's
stinging so bad.
I can't do it.
Yes, I won. It was a redemption game. Oh gosh, it hurts so bad.
Yeah. So far, Cherry's a minute to win it champ overall, and fear's not a factor for her because
my hand is
hurts
frozen
really
and
bad.
stiff. I can't even bend it. That was a bad idea. I should have taken it out. Alright guys, so for our last and final game of our online meeting, we're going to play our game where we had to take our cups and blow them across the table to the finish line.
Our finish line cereal, which I'm not really sure about.
Well, it's because when I beat you, I'm going to taste the sweet victory.
All right.
We'll see. Alright guys, so make sure that you guys start at the one end, and if you blow it and it falls off the table or wherever your racetrack is at, you put it back on the table and resume, and then the first person to make it across that sweet victory line is going to be the winner.
All right, guys, this is for the Summer Olympics, the final Olympic Games,
It's the final countdown.
which I think's the real winner. Let's see. Here we go.
Ready?
Set, go.
On me. You are the champion.
Is there something you would like to do?
Yeah, I would like to crown you champion of this game, but I won the other two games, so...
But who's the Summer Olympic
Alright,
champ?
so the Summer Olympic, the LP 2020 Summer Olympic champion of this whole thing is gonna go to Abby, because she's just a great person and a great winner. She beats me at a lot of stuff.
Sweet victory. For the very last time before we go, I think Charity has something to share with us.
How do you say goodbye to a vampire?
How?
See ya, sucker.
Alright, guys, we've had a lot of fun playing these games with you each week, but we can't wait to see you next week in person. But before you go, stick around for some fun with Miss Sarah. Bye, guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to Tuesday Night His Kids. Tonight I have a important announcement I'm excited to share with you. But first we're going to do our lesson. I hope you had fun with Abby and Charity with the game. Tonight we're talking about something kind of different. We've been doing our LP Kids Olympics, but tonight we're going to talk about something else. So I've got a new verse for you. It's right here, if you could read it. And it's Hebrews 10:25. And what that verse talks about is how we're not supposed to forsake our assembling together. And I was thinking about that word assemble, and I was trying to think about what that meant. So I thought of my cell phone. Because it works, I have proof that it works because I'm recording myself on it right now for you guys. It's working fine. But this phone, this is a cell phone, but it doesn't work. Could you guys guess why? Why do you guys think this doesn't work? The truth is, the reason it doesn't work is because it's not assembled properly. When you get things, sometimes they're in pieces and you have to put the pieces together to make them work, right? So if I put the battery in here and assembled it properly, it would probably work. But I would have to charge it first. Another example would be if you guys get a toy. Sometimes you get toys for Christmas or your birthday, and you open up the box and it's all in pieces. And usually you have to have somebody help you assemble it. They have to put it together. And once they put it together, it'll work. And our verse here that we're learning today is talking not about toys or cell phones or things, but it's talking about how people are supposed to assemble. That God said he wants us to assemble together. Now that doesn't mean like we get together and find ways for like our hands to connect or like our elbows to link. That's not what he's talking about. He's just saying it's very important that we don't forget to come together as Christians and assemble together, to meet together. And we haven't been able to do that for a while. We've been doing it online. But the Bible says that it's really important to God that we meet together. And there's a reason for it, and the verse talks about it. I highlighted in yellow, is because it's important that we're encouraging each other. And it's hard to encourage each other if we're not together, right? I think back to on Tuesday nights when we were together, you guys loved to give me some prayer requests. I can't hear your prayer requests right now. And if I can, you could probably call me, but I haven't got many phone calls or texts. You probably don't have a phone or my number. But it's easier to pray for each other and encourage each other when you're in person, right? So God says it's important that we come together and assemble together and meet together so that we can encourage each other. We can be there for each other, because being a Christian isn't always easy, and sometimes tough things happen to us. And when we're together, we can encourage each other. That's why it's important. So what we're going to do is something special that we have never done before, and it's going to start next week. And instead of meeting online, I won't have a video for you guys to watch online. And we're not all going to be at church either. What we're going to do is we're going to have small groups for you guys at our leaders' houses. So what's going to happen is this week, your leader is going to text your parents an invitation inviting you to be a part of a small group. So we have our leaders Melissa and Patrick and Abby and me and Chris and Lena. And somebody's going to be texting you an invitation that tells you who your small group leader is, where you're going to meet, and the time. Okay, so you should get an invitation this week inviting you to a small group. Starting August 11th, we're going to be meeting in small groups, and we want you guys to be a part of it. We're excited. The leaders are excited to see you. We've already met and talked about it. We've got some fun stuff planned with crafts and snacks and games. And we want you to be a part of it. So if you get that invitation, it's coming from your leader. And we want you to come starting August 11th. If you have any questions when you get the invitation, you could text your leader right back and ask them any questions you want, or call them. Now, some of you might not get an invitation because we might not have your contact information. So if you don't get an invitation this week, then what you could do is you could either contact the church office, or you could just come to the church on Tuesday the 11th. Only people that don't get an invitation come to the church on August 11th. I'll have a small group there. So you could come be a part of my small group until we get you another group, okay? So we want you all to be a part of it. We're excited. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we hope that you could be a part of it. So if you get an invitation, make sure you get to your leader's house on August 11th, okay? Instead of meeting at church and instead of meeting online. All right, so I hope you guys had a wonderful week. We can't wait to see you next Tuesday. Every Tuesday in August, we're going to be meeting at our leader's house, or I'll be meeting at the church. Just wait for your invitation so you can see where you're going to end up. And it's going to be a fun time, okay? So I hope you guys have a good week. We'll see you next Tuesday.